short trade setup for SWBI. We had a neckline, head and shoulder, classic top. Ended up cracking right below it, gap down, started trading sideways for a little while, put in some bullish divergences on all three indicators, and looked like we were going to start to get a bounce here with all the war talk. We started to get a pretty sizable rally, looking for a breakout to the outside. Tagged that primary downtrend line alongside his 50-day moving average as well, and got rejected to the T. And the thing is, now on the daily we put in 3 black crows here, and actually, yeah, 3 black crows here, 1 2 3, and we'll see. I think a break of that 1622 not only would put in some heavier selling pressure, but we'll actually burn these divergences off and get rejected right at the 0 line and put in a crossover on the MACD and oscillator. So we'll see how that sort of plays out here. Right up the monthly here, we put in a big divergent high, huge divergent high on the weekly, and we had bearish and negative divergences that have continued to build on all 3 indicators here on the weekly. Here's your huge divergent high, and have been in a near-term downtrend ever since. And as far as the monthly goes, this is the monthly here. I got this primary trend line right off the .com 2000 .com bubble bust, and plenty of reaction to validate this primary trend line here. And we're right there sitting on the 50 moving monthly average right here. Sort of breaks in with that line, also with the 200 weekly moving average. So I suspect the break of that 1622, based off of the rejection off the 50-day moving average and the 3 black crow pattern here, ought to take us down for some pretty decent selling down to that 1451 target. That'll be my first target for an 8.6% drop. So we'll see. We'll have to break that, be patient and wait for that break of 1622. If not, if we can get a reaction back up to that primary downtrend line, we could set up some aggressive entry shorts here for that 1622 level. So we'll see how it plays out as far as the fundamentals go. We got a Sandy Hook lawsuit that Remington's insurance companies were able to pay off here. So sort of questions into a lot of people started looking at the Smith & Wesson company. A lot of investors are starting to think twice about holding some of these shares now, when you got the Mexican government filing a lawsuit against Smith & Wesson and a number of other major gun makers in a bid to hold American gun companies accountable for firearm violence in Mexico. Again, this is more, and then we got another lawsuit coming out. I believe it was New Jersey. Yeah, facing a similar lawsuit in Smith & Wesson brands in New Jersey. So there's going to be a lot of people come after them. Sort of like that little analogy. I think we might have to start suing all the car makers for causing drunk driving.